Hello guys, so I'm sure everybody and their mama knows exactly what we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I've had a week, okay, because I had some personal health stuff I had to take care of. I was in the doctor's office when I saw the Nintendo Switch Direct because I was hyped for this. To tell you I was so happy doing the entire thing was an understatement until I saw the price, but we're going to get to that in a later segment because this is going to be broken up into parts. Because my opinions on this is bigger than what it used to be, so I'm gonna break it up. So this is just the introduction part. So yeah. But now we're going to talk about the console now. The Nintendo Switch 2 is better in every single way when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. Right? It has a camera now. It's an accessory, but it still have a camera. The dock supports 4K. The handheld is 120. The games look completely great. The Donkey Kong game slaps. The new Mario Kart slaps. I have never seen a Kobe racing game in my life, so I'm 100% gonna pick that up day one. Like, like everything about this looks really good. It really does. Okay, and like you can also use like the Joy Cons as like a mouse, which I didn't see coming. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people said they were gonna add Joy Cons. I didn't believe y'all. I thought y'all were making that up, but they're not. So yeah, that's my initial thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. But now we need to talk about the price and the market. Now, the Nintendo Switch 1 is a console that I remember when it came out being like, I ain't gonna get the game. I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get the console. There's nothing that can show to make me want to get this console. And then I got bombarded with, oh, they're making a Luigi Mansion 3. Okay, that's this franchise I really like. Oh, they're making a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I always wanted that game, and I didn't have a Wii U at the time. I kind of want to play that. Oh, they're making a new Smash Bros game, which I've never played before. Okay, I'm gonna buy it. So, I'm saying all this to say that the Nintendo Switch market is literally them making exclusives, putting it on their platform where you can't get anywhere else, and the games are so good that you literally are forced to buy a Nintendo Switch to play those games. Because when you take it out of that, if it was ever on PC, there's no reason to buy a Nintendo Switch. So I'm saying all this to say, because this is a premise, this is the main reason why I kind of saw the Nintendo Switch 2 stuff coming. Because that's their entire market, is selling you games you can't get anywhere else. And because of such great games, if I want to get the game on Nintendo, I have to get it on the Nintendo Switch. I might as well buy it. And then they gave you price options like the Nintendo Switch Lite and then the OLED. So like, I feel like some people are trying to pretend that they never saw this coming, and it's like, the writing was kind of on the wall. You're forced to buying the console. The original Nintendo Switch is very underpowered, and you have to pay for online. Why would you ever pick the Nintendo Switch when there's other competitors, other than the games? So, for them to be like, okay, now you have to pay more money for the games we know you're going to buy, because we make great games and y'all always buy them, we're gonna make it more expensive because you have shown that you don't care. Like, for example, when PlayStation raised their prices and made all those games $70, the same YouTubers who are complaining about the move now were complaining about that, and then a month later nobody cared and they just bought it anyways. They didn't care. Now, granted, this situation is different because it's $10 more on top of that. It took a hot minute for $70 to be the golden standard after PlayStation did that crap. Well, now Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo Switch is doing it. So they'll and now the gap between 70 and 80, like how long it took them to add more $10, shortened. So price wise, I am skeptical in the future because we're getting real close to every game just being $100, no matter where it's from. Because, hey, y'all keep buying them. It's one of those things. Well, I understand where people are coming from completely about that's too much money. I can't afford that. I'm not spending my money on that. But Nintendo's entire market has shown that you will buy it. You did it for the 3DS. You did it for the Nintendo DS. You did it for the Wii. You did it for the Nintendo Switch. Why would they have any reason to believe that this is going to change this time? Now, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I am hoping and hoping that I am completely wrong and that they listen to criticism and they make the prices down. Because I don't want to pay that money. That's way too much money. But looking at the past and looking at how the game industry is going, I don't think they're going to change the prices. And I think that most people who are complaining about this move are going to still buy it. Because they always do. But that's just my 2 cents when it comes to the marketplace. Now these are my final thoughts. So in conclusion, I think that this console is a real big improvement from the Nintendo Switch. And I do think that despite the prices and despite all the backlash, which they rightfully deserve, like, you can't raise the prices $10 and then try to act like, oh my gosh, bro, why are you mad about that? You raised you raised the amount that I have to pay for a game by $10. You also are now charging me to do the bare minimum accessories like party chat. So like you're squeezing every dime that you're gonna get out of me. But at the same time, Nintendo Switch has done this. Nintendo has done this for literally every console they've ever made. It's just now they're like getting a bit risky, but it's gonna pay off because people are gonna buy it. As much as people love to complain online, and rightfully so, when it comes down to it, you know most of these people are still gonna buy it. Which sucks. I do not want to see this president going forward, but it's going to happen because it is what it is. So, yeah, when it comes to pre-ordering, I pre-ordered it. I'm gonna get it. The one where you can get the Mario Kart World for $50, which is literally cheaper. It's funny because like they put it with the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's like $50, and it's literally cheaper than how much you have to pay for like any standard Mario game now. So that's ironic to me. So considering that's a big game and that's probably the cheapest it's gonna be, which hopefully I'm wrong about, because I do not want to have to pay these prices. But I just can't see them changing. Now if they do change the prices, I'm happy. You ain't gonna see me, oh, guys, we need to pay Nintendo more money. No. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.